Sheet vinyl is a smart and stylish option for your bathroom, kitchen or utility space. It's durable, washable and cost-effective, and laying it is super simple. First things first, remove your skirting. You'll need to be sure your subfloor is nicely flat and smooth. So lay plywood over the floor as a base. Covering the whole area will create a great foundation. You'll need to measure your space, calculate the meters squared, and make sure not to forget any doorways, or your vinyl won't reach all the edges. When measuring, always add a 75mm safety border onto the edge, as this will cover any trimming you have to do later. Now it's time for the main event. Roll the entire vinyl out in the room at least 24 hours before laying it to allow it to acclimatise. Slide it into position and roll the excess evenly up the wall. Now this is where we trim it back. First of all, grab your safety gear. Rounded edges may look tricky, but don't worry. Just push the vinyl tight into the base of the obstacle and place a cutting mat so you don't damage the vinyl underneath. You'll need a very sharp knife. Make a careful cut up the centre. Move your cutting mat as you go. Cut in small intervals towards the centre while pressing the vinyl firmly back to make sure the vinyl doesn't ripple as you create the rounded edge. And take care not to scratch your toilet. Keep pushing the vinyl around the back as you continue cutting. Then simply go around the edge and remove the excess. Perfect! For getting neatly around pipes such as for radiators, cut down the direction of the pipe on your cutting mat and push the vinyl down around it. Then cut off any excess around the pipe to finish. For built-in furniture with straight edges, like a fixed cabinet, look a few centimeters in from the cabinet edge. Then mark and score your vinyl, pushing it down into place and cutting along the mark you made. And don't forget to save the offcuts for a top tip later. Score along the base of the wall leading to the cabinet. And push the vinyl into the cabinet edge, trimming it down to fit snugly. For doorways, grab that offcut from earlier. Using the offcut as a measurement for height, trim the bottom of the architrave. You can use a saw, but a multi-tool is much easier. Cut your vinyl in line with the doorway and simply push down into place. For getting into those tricky corners, there's two methods. Put 2 fingers on the underside of the vinyl, then push it into the corner. Using your knife, create a small cut at the corner. You can use this as a guide to cut the vinyl into shape. Push firmly into the edges and corner, then simply cut the rest of it tightly along the wall for a perfect fit. Or, for a different method, use a piece of cardboard, plywood, or underlay offcut with double-sided tape. Pop it in the corner and lay your vinyl down. Then peel back to reveal your perfect template for cutting. You can also use a straight edge cutter for those long straight edges. Just place against the wall and slide along, creating a perfect cut. So, now it's all cut to size, let's stick it down. Start by rolling your sheet vinyl back to one side and choose the method to suit you. Your first option is glue. This method is great for covering a large area and ensuring a strong bond. Spread it out evenly and smooth out your sheet from the center to the edges to avoid getting those annoying air bubbles. Spray adhesive is fast and efficient. Make sure the room is well ventilated and you're wearing a mask and goggles before spraying the floor and the underside of the vinyl to create a strong adhesive connection. Then just roll on your vinyl and smooth it out. Using double-sided tape is super easy. Just stick down the tape around the edges of your room, making sure to leave the backing on for now. Cut or tear the tape for creating smaller patches around bends. And don't forget to go around every obstacle for a secure fit. Then just unpeel the backing and stick. Make sure you push down along the tape to ensure it is not going to shift. Now the vinyl is laid. You just need the finishing touches. Time to pop your skirting back on. And for keeping water out, especially in bathrooms, use a waterproof sealant around edges and obstacles, finishing sealed areas off with a smoothing tool. Extra touches like pipe sleeves will help to give your room that luxury feel. And don't forget your threshold bar to cover up the join at the doorways. And that's all there is to it. A simple job that can completely refresh your room.